What's going on, sports card collectors? It's been a long time. I apologize, but I feel like I need to explain. My 20-year-old came down with COVID. Not looking for sympathy. He's actually doing just fine. He's back to 100%. It only lasted 3 days with him. However, because of the job that I work at night and with upcoming events that were scheduled, I could not afford to miss out on work. So because I was not close contact, I had to leave my house and live in a cabin with no electricity and no plumbing. Fortunately, I was able to take showers at work. So with that being said, I feel the need to do a video to explain what's going on so I can get back in the flow of things. I'm actually not supposed to be back in the house. I'm not really technically in the house. I'm in the basement in my office that nobody's been in except for me. So I'm doing a quick video. With that being said, I figured my quick video would be mail day. I have a bunch of packages that I've been collecting, and I figured I would share them with you because, quite honestly, I got an alert for 2 packages that shipped that I had no idea that I ordered, or actually more like I forgot that I ordered. The cool thing is it was a pre-order for a Panini Chronicles basketball, the blaster boxes, I believe. And I think I've got 3 of them in. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. So with that being said, I think it's exciting. I picked up some cards. We got the NBA playoffs started off. And if you remember my last video, I talked about my picks of who to collect that are already given superstars. And if you remember, my sleeper pick was Gary Trent Jr. Now, the ironic thing, and I'm not saying that I've influenced this, I'm just saying the ironic thing is I've seen some of the other top guys on YouTube that have also referenced Gary Trent Jr. If I remember correctly, a sports card collector, Jeff, and then you had PSA collector. He did an interview and mentioned it. And like I said, I am not on here saying that I influenced it. I'm just saying it gives you an idea. Those guys I compare myself to, but I don't necessarily compare myself to with want to strive to be like them, but they're very knowledgeable. I want to be my own individual, but very knowledgeable in sports cards and sports in general. So for me, it was a good comparison to see how my picks panned out. And quite honestly, I think I did fairly well on my picks. So enough of the rambling. Let's get into mail day. And I'm hoping here sometime this coming week, I will be getting back into my house, which means I will be getting back to doing videos, getting back to organizing my cards, listing more on eBay. And if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, please do so. If you haven't subscribed down below, please do the same as well. And hey, hit the little bell so you're notified when we do a video. None of this costs you anything, but I always appreciate the feedback that I've gotten from everybody that has subscribed or has maybe not subscribed, but has watched my videos and given positive feedback or constructive criticism. So let me get started. I'm going to get the boxes out of here because let me just give you an idea what I got. I got a box, and then we got another box. Okay, move it outside. We got a package. We got a package. A package, plain white envelope, and a package that says do not bend, fragile, and another package. So I'm pretty excited. I've been delayed because I wanted to get a GMA order out, and there's actually also a card, and I'll have to show it when I do up my GMA order, but there's a card that I got that's encased in BGS, but the case is cracked. So I thought about breaking the slab and sending it out to SGC. I like this card a lot, and I think I'd like to see that black background. I'm not sure. I also considered contacting BGS to see if they could reslab it. But one way or another, it might go to SGC or back to BGS. But I do have probably 24 cards that I would like to send off to Alan at GMA. I know the price has gone up since I last sent, but quite honestly, $5 is not a big deal, especially if the turnaround time is still within that 10-day range. Okay, enough of me blabbing because I've already said let's get started. Let me cut this box open. Maybe I'll have my normal tools that I normally do in here, so bear with me. So this I had pre-ordered, and this is exactly what I thought it was. I actually honestly forgot that I pre-ordered these. It was so long ago, and I say so long ago, it was back in May, I think I pre-ordered these. So blaster boxes, 2019-20. So I've got 2 of those, and I actually think in one of these other packages there might be a third one. So, and I already have one stored in my cabinet. So I have 4 of these. Probably will open up 2, maybe sell 2. I'm not sure yet. I haven't even really had a chance to take a look at what these cards look like. So I'm really excited about that. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think of the NBA playoffs. I will tell you, I am a Lakers fan. I am not a Lakers fan because LeBron went there. I've been a Lakers fan from back in the 80s. So Magic Johnson, Byron Scott, Woolridge, James Worthy, all of those guys I've been following through. So therefore, I was a Kobe fan. While I'm talking, there's my third box. So I'm a Lakers fan, and I've been busted on at work because the first game in Portland won, and everybody said they're going to sweep. And I said, just give it a minute here. You don't have 2 veterans on the team, especially the experience that LeBron brings the game, and think that they're going to roll over and be swept. Although I will give Portland credit because Damian Lillard has been an absolute beast, but I still think the Lakers have a better team. What I am rooting for, and I said it from the get-go to those that were been around me and close by, I did say, while everybody's focused on it and hoping that the Lakers get upset in the first round, I see the Mavs upsetting the Clippers. Why? I think it's a mismatch made to make their lives miserable. They don't have any real big guys on their team for the Clippers, and as much as they have veteran and talent, I think the combination between Porzingis and Luka is actually a very deadly combination that may just offset Kawhi and Paul George. Now, somebody's sitting there going, you're crazy. Am I? Porzingis, 7'2", and could go inside, outside. Luka, amazing ball handles, and what does he do coming off of an ankle injury? Hits the game-winning shot. Not only that, I think Boban, who's not necessarily there to be a scorer, but to set the picks, and his size really makes it a nightmare for the Clippers, and I think that the Mavericks have them reeling and could pull off the upset. As far as the other games go, the Miami Heat, are looking good with the Indiana. Of course, they are beat up. And what other games do I like? The Nuggets. I like the Nuggets game, but I'll be honestly, I've been trying to follow just the Lakers game and the Mavs game. Those are the 2 ones that have piqued my interest. I think the Celtics and the Raptors are going to be playing in the Eastern. I just think those 2 teams, and a lot of it might be with the Raptors, will depend upon the status of Kyle Lowry, and I haven't heard on that. So, all right, enough of that. You guys got to tell me to shut up. Actually, what I have to do is do a live one of these times, so you can tell me in a chat to stop wandering or babbling, or maybe you do like that. Hopefully you guys have missed me. I've actually missed doing the videos. It's actually bothering me. I was almost considered sitting out in my garage to do a video, just to let you guys know, hey, I'm still here. But I had to deal with a circumstance at home to make sure that I stayed away and did not contact the COVID here. So with this being said, I'm actually going to save this one and go on to a next one here. Plain white envelope. And for those of you who are not keen on plain white envelopes, my non-real high-end cards, I actually ship in a plain envelope. I actually am going to do a video in how I package them in a plain envelope and how they ship. I actually watched a video on someone. They gave me the idea, and I'm almost copycatting that with maybe just a little bit of a twist. But I've had some really good luck with that. It also saves on cost. I know there's no tracking number. But man, other than I have had a couple of them that said they didn't receive it, I think they were scams. I was only over $1 card or $1.50 card. I can deal with that. I think for those of you that are actually out there truly collecting and buying, I don't have to worry about scamming. So with that being said, here's a green Prism Damian Lillard that I picked up the other day for fairly cheap. It's this year's. I just like the green and red there, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get that graded and then just hang on to it for a while. It's funny because we got to watch some of these young stars in the bubble here towards the end before the playoffs, so these guys got some playing time, and some of them really went off, and people were like, oh, look at this guy. But then the prices went up and then they kind of dipped right back down. And case in point is Bull. I kind of missed that boat when he had that big game. His prices went up. I tried to hit the middle of the road, and the cards still aren't really going yet. He's kind of settled back down. I don't doubt that Bull is going to be a pretty decent player once he can get a whole season underneath him. They got to figure out some bulking program for that guy. I mean, his dad was just as skinny, but I think Bull's got a lot more talent. Here's another one. I was reading an article, and somebody was saying the emergent card for DeAndre Ayton, the green, was actually a pretty hot commodity. I actually am looking to get this graded. I haven't decided yet. It was either going to go to GMA, but then when I got looking at this card online, now that I see it in person, I almost think I would like to have that black background from SGC on this. So again, if you guys have followed me, I don't bash the card grading companies. I've always pitched that I want the recognition, or not me personally get the recognition, but I want these grading companies to get better recognition. GMA's been there. Let's give them the recognition. SGC's starting to get the recognition because they're taking on quite a workload right now. PSA's already been there. BGS has already been there. But hey, there's enough room for all these guys to be there to grade them. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not trading. I do have an order, like I said, going out to GMA. Which I will be posting that, like I said, once I get full time back in my house. And no, my wife did not kick me out. Next up is I bought a lot. For some reason, I like these My House cards. I just think they look really sharp. So I got the Jason Tatum, the purple, and then the silver, and then the base. So yeah, they just look really sharp to me. So we'll end up, I haven't looked the cards over yet. Sometimes I can zoom in, get an idea. This one looks a little rough here, but I'll get a closer look at them when I get a chance. See if I can get a cloth on them. I've never really done the cleaning of the cards thing, but the more and more I watch and communicate with people, I know there's some people you can send your cards to them. They'll even clean them and then send the cards out to get graded for a discounted price because they're doing them in bulk and then get it back. And if they don't feel that it's going to be a 9 or 9.5 and above, they won't send it out to get graded. I think that's a pretty cool service as well. Unless it's, your personal collection and you just want to get it encased and you're not really too worried about the grade, just in the casing, then so be it, send it on. All right, up next is another Damian Lillard. This one is 112 out of 199. I don't know if you can see that. And this is a blue prism that I picked up 2017 and 18. So for fairly cheap. I mean, the guy, listen, there's no doubt in my mind that he's an excellent player. Sorry, I just hit the camera stand there. He's an excellent player. Unfortunately, I don't know if sky's the limit for his card prices unless he can get on a NBA winning team. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you go by history in the past, the cards will go up and the value's there, but you got a guy like Luka Doncic, his cards are just skyrocketing, and yet Damian's been in the league longer. So, a lot of that is just market. I think Dallas is more marketable than a Portland, obviously. So, all right. So I got two more. One I already opened, but I'm saving. And then I've got this one here. And this one here. You guys get to see this. I bought a pair of cheap wireless earbuds for working out. So, maybe if anybody wants to know, I can let you know how they are, but I just couldn't see spending the money on some new Apple AirPods, so I went with these cheap generic things. So we'll give those a try sometime here. All right, so my last mail day, guys, like I said, I'm excited to be back on and talk, get things back to just down-to-earth, normal conversation, not this high-ticket price and thousands of dollars, which I can't afford. Especially now, I'm basically living out of a cabin, and the rest of my family's here in the house, so we're double dipping 2 different groceries, and gas. And guys, actually, I'm driving a half a mile through a field to get to this cabin. It's not even a road. I don't mind it. It's not too far from the family. I can actually sit out in my detached garage if I want to watch TV. But it's not the most comfortable, and there's no air conditioning or anything like that in there. So with that being said, my last one for the day here is actually my first SGC graded card. It's actually it's got the preview. It's a Panini Prism. So it's the 1819 DeAndre Ayton, the Obsidian. I like those. I have a Anthony Davis Obsidian Orange that I had graded. That's actually listed on eBay. These just look sharp to me, and the black obsidian with the silver touches in there, and then do this black border. And then if you're seeing this in here, almost looks like my casing's cracked. So I don't remember that being listed that way. Maybe it's not. Nope. Good. Whew. I feel better there. So, but that black casing, it's really sharp. So not on all cards, but there's just some cards with those silver accents in there. It just really looks sharp there. So that's that. This is kind of like a holder card, just to wait and see. I know there's a lot of hype on him, but he's in a tough market. You know, it's kind of like people now are talking about, hey, Booker needs to move to a different city, a bigger market. So, guys, I appreciate you taking the time. If you haven't subscribed, please consider giving a subscription to us. Doesn't cost you anything. Let your friends see this. I'm pretty down to earth, just very easy going. I'm all about the collecting. I do sell the stuff. I'm not going to lie about that. But I'm not into the bashing stuff. We're all sport collectors, and that's the nice thing is everybody gets to collect what they want, how they want, when they want, and nobody should be out there bashing this grading company or that grading company. That's just my personal opinion. I know others out there feel differently. But as always, guys, I appreciate you taking the time. Don't forget to subscribe on Instagram. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy.